Hello, boys and girls. We have chapter 8.1. We're looking at solutions of equations. This is our second chapter with algebra, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Our objective today is I can determine whether a number is a solution to an equation. So first of all, we're going to have to talk about what an equation is. An equation states that two math expressions are equal. In chapter 7, we talked a lot about math expressions. Equations are pretty much math expressions with an equal sign. So here's the example. We've got 8 plus 12 equals 20. That's an equation right here. 14 equals a minus 3. 2d equals 14. All of these are examples of equations. You'll notice it looks very similar to an expression from chapter 7, which would have just been something like 8 plus 12 or a minus 3. But we have these equal signs, which now make it an equation. So when you see the words find the solution or solve the equation, we need to know what that means. A solution of an equation is a value of a variable, something like x equals 6 or y equals 35. That's the value of a variable that makes an equation true. So let's look at an example. If we have x plus 3 equals 5 as our equation, what value could our variable x have to make it true? Well, if x equals 2, then x plus 3 would equal 5, and that would be true. So our solution to this equation would be x equals 2. So that is how to solve an equation. You'll see that a lot in the next few videos is solve the equation. That's when they're looking for what is the value of the variable or variables if there's more than one in the equation and how does it become true. So when you're thinking of an equation, you want to think of this equal sign as a balance. An equation, everything must be equal on both sides. So that'll come in handy more on I think the next lesson or the following one, and you'll see this scale come up more. But that equal sign is the balancer. Whatever happens on this side is equal to or the same as this side over here. So determine whether the given value, this is our first example, determine whether the given value over here of the variable is a solution of the equation. So here they've given us x minus 0.7 equals 4 3/10. These are decimals, not multiplication signs. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. These are decimals. So they said, does x equal 3.6? So this is the solution that they're trying to give us. And they want to know if x equals 3.6, will this equation be true or false? Think about it. I'm going to plug x in. I'm going to take this x and I'm going to plug it in here for this x, for this variable, and see what I get. So if I have 3.6, and now as my x, because I got it right over here, x minus 0.7, I'm going to line up my decimals. I have to do a little bit of regrouping. Okay, so when I do x minus 0.07, or sorry, 0.7, it did not give me 4.3. It gave me 2.9. So x equaling 3.6 is not, Abigail, is not a solution. Sorry guys, she's playing with her chew toy. Is not a solution. Okay, there is something that could be x. We don't have to figure that out because that's not what it asked. We just needed to say, is 3.6 the solution? Yes or no. In this case, it's not. So here's another example. Now, first of all, I want you to take a look at this equation here. And remember the word variable. Variable. What is my variable in this equation? Hopefully, in your mind, you thought A is the variable. If so, give yourself a pat on the back. You are correct. Now, what is my coefficient in this equation? coefficient? Hopefully you said 1/3. The coefficient is multiplied by the variable. It's that number right next to the variable. So when I have 1/3 a, it really means 1/3 multiplied by a when they're right next to each other like that. So the question is if a equals 3/4, is 1/3 a equal to 1/4? Let's see if we can solve this. So I'm going to plug 3/4. I'm going to switch colors here. 3/4 in for a. So now I have 1/3 times 3/4, and hopefully that will equal 1/4. Let's see if it does. So I need to multiply straight across. 1/3, 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. That can be simplified. I can divide it by, I can divide each of these by 3 to simplify this to 1/4. So yes, if a equals 3/4, it is a solution. Now let's just put solution here. This is a solution to the problem. Yes, it does work. Ooh. Okay, so meaning that here's our solution, and here's our equation. And 3/4 is a true solution for a. If you have any questions on that, please raise your hand and ask me, because I feel like it's really straightforward, but it might be confusing. So please feel free to ask me. Alright, you ready for a story problem? Here's the example. Most women are pregnant for 9 months, and Mrs. Twisdale has already been pregnant for 7 months. The equation m plus 7 equals 9 can be used to determine the number of months m Mrs. Twisdale has left. Use mental math to find the solution of the equation. So the solution of the equation is, what does m equal? Solution is, how can I make this sentence true if m equals something? You guys probably already know. Well, Mrs. Twisdale, obviously, you have to put 2 in here. 2 plus 7 equals 9. That's obvious, Mrs. Twisdale. And you're right. That's as simple as it is. I have 2 months left of being pregnant. Sometimes it feels like longer, but it is 2 months left. So m equals 2. Let's see if I can erase this. Nope. I just have to write over the top of it. M equals 2. That is our solution. And we did that in our head. Sometimes it won't be as easy to do in our head. But that is, that's all we have to do to solve this equation here. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 try problems plus 1 story problem at the end. So I want you to go ahead and pause the video. If you can, is the value of the variable a solution? Here's the value. They said m equals 2.9. Yes or no? Is this a solution or not a solution for our equation m plus 2.5 equals 4.6? Pause, try it, push play, and watch. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug my solution in for m. If 2.9 plus 2.5, I'm going to rewrite it this way though, just because that's a little bit easier for me. 9 plus 5 is 14. Ooh, I can already see this isn't going to work. 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5.4. The equation said m plus 2.5 should equal 4.6. So 2.9 is not a solution for this problem. Not a solution. Because it gave us the wrong answer from what the equation had. So go ahead and pause the video. Try this one out. 1/2 c equals 14. If c equals 28, is this true or false? Pause and try. Okay, so remember, here's my variable, here's my coefficient. Right in here is a little invisible multiplication sign. So I'm going to plug in 1/2 times c, which is 28. I'm going to put it over 1. Now I'm going to cross cancel here. I know that 2 and 28 are both even, and half of 28 is 14. So then I have 14 left over. 1 and 1 I can't do anything with. But 1 times 14 is 14. 1 times 1 is 1, which is the same as 14 wholes. Well, looking back, that's what my equation said was the solution. So yes, C is the, 28 is the solution for C. So this is a solution. Yes. All right, here's the last try it problem that's not a story problem. C plus 11 equals 20. If C equals 9, is this equation true, or is this not a solution? Try it. Okay, hopefully you were able to do this one in your head. 9 plus 11 does in fact equal 20, so yes, it is a solution. Okay, good. I just want to introduce you to one thing. If you ever see this equal sign and it's got a slash through it, like this, that's another way to say not a solution. So you might see that every once in a while, just to introduce you to it. If things are not equal, they'll put a slash in it, kind of like a no mark, to mean not a solution. Okay, last problem. Please tell me your own, but I will read it for you. Mrs. Twisdale got a gift card for $50. She bought a new outfit for Felicity for $29.99. The equation $29.99 plus X equals $50 can be found. Sorry. I think I have a typo here. The amount of X that is left on the gift card. So, what is the solution to the equation? X is going to tell me how much I have left on the gift card. Sorry, it's got some weird wording in here. How much I have left on the gift card if I spent $29.99 plus whatever's left is going to equal $50. So, you're looking for X. How much is left on the gift card? Pause it. Try it on your own. I think you can probably figure this out. If not, I will show you the answer. Well, hopefully you figured it out regardless, but I'm going to show you the answer anyway here. Okay, so this is my method for doing this. I'm going to take $29.99 plus X equals $50. And I'm going to actually do some subtracting. I'm going to subtract $29 from $50. $29.99, I should say. I'm going to have to do some regrouping here. 9, 9, 10. This will give me 1 penny, 0, 0, and 4 minus 2 is $20. So, that's how I figured out that X equals $20 and 1 penny. That's how much is left on my gift card. Hopefully, you did your carrying correctly and your subtracting right, so that you figured that one out. But that's all of the video for today. Remember, when you're solving an equation, you're looking for what the variable equals. X equals blank. Whatever it is that makes the equation true. Other than that, I think that you'll find that this is pretty easy to do. It's something you've actually been doing for many, many years. And so, if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you cross off your notes with me. Thanks, guys.